For those that follow my channel, I always talk about how the world's nothing but a stage and how Freemasons run the show. I'm going to take a closer look at India. I'm always giving a perspective from the U.S. and cover hoaxes worldwide and Freemasonry worldwide, but I want to make a specific video on India and how far it goes so people get a better idea of the indoctrination. By the end of the video, you'll see how, again, how the youth are indoctrinated into the lie system. So it's going to be very easy to understand once I get through this presentation. First, I'll take a look here at this one Indian Masonic Lodge. You see all the Masons, of course, and you see the all-seeing eye of Lucifer himself. And if you know anything about Masonry, you'll know that Albert Pike stated that Lucifer is the true God. So make no mistake about it. I'm not saying lower-level Masons are aware of this, but as I move up in the ranks at the very top, they're going to understand this. That's their God once again. Take a look at here, another Indian Mason. Take a look here at the Indian Masonic Times. You have the orange everywhere. Getting the orange heavy in India when it comes to Masonry, and the color orange, because of course the only color in numerology, as I stated many times, is 33. Just like you see here with David Cameron, of course, going back in time, heavy influence by Britain, United Kingdom, and India. That connection has been going back many, many years. Cameron himself wearing the orange, Cameron being 33. Of course, part of the reason he's propped up. You must have some type of talent and have that 33 name. So you got the 33 name and the 33 with the orange. Now, someone very, very popular in India and very big when it comes to yoga is this man named Baba Ramdev. Okay, he was born Ramkrishna Yadav. Okay, he kept the ram. This is the cult of the ram. So Baba Ramdev. Okay, let's take a look here at this man here. Just so happens Baba Ramdev, the reason he changed his name to Baba Ramdev is to get the 33. Take a look at this magazine cover with Illuminati, Baba Ramdev. How much difference can he make to Indian politics? You see here Baba Ramdev with the Indian Prime Minister. Okay. I also want to point out as well, he's wearing, of course, the orange. In yoga, as many people know, while they're meditating, they basically are doing the 666 hand sign, the dual 666 hand sign, and of course, as well, the 3 fingers extended for your 33. So let's do about duality. You got your 666 and your 33 all in one. Taking a closer look here, there's nothing new under the sun how they operate, just like Alex Jones supposedly exposed the elite, David Icke and the same. They're all Masons, part of the game. Here you see, again, Baba Ramdev supposedly exposing the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers while wearing orange and doing the 666 hand sign. So understand, the world being a stage is very obvious. Everybody propped up is part of it. Okay. And also I want to mention as well, getting back to the name itself, like I showed earlier, he kept the Ram part. His first name is Ram. He kept it as part of his last name. They love the occult of the Ram. Just like in the U.S. with these fabricated news stories with John Benet Ramsey, the cult of the Ram. You have in the U.K. as well with Gordon Ramsay. Bloody hell, here we go. Of course, the pitchfork, and of course on Fox, in Pythagorean numerology, Fox, of course, is 666. As I shown many times, like Fox News, 20th Century Fox, Fox Film, and so forth. Another character, another person involved in a psyop, you know how from a few years back, of course, Charles Ramsey, his big deal the media made out of him just because of his name. And after the fact, he writes a book, cashing in, of course, the bricks in the background, all about Masonry. Okay. Also here, this Indian woman, supposedly an astronaut, supposedly died in the 2003 Columbia disaster. Okay. Now look at these children here. And the orange, okay, the orange. This Indian Sikh army, all wearing the orange headgear. Okay, let's take a look here. I mean, this is maybe going a bit far for some, but again, the color orange is huge. It's very popular cuisine dishes in India, such as tikka masala with the orange colored sauce. You even have the orange tandoori chicken. You have the carrot cake dessert. You even have this fried sweet dessert as well. All about the color orange. Now, talking about again, the so-called Illuminati or Freemasonry. Take a look here. What do you see? It's Outlook magazine covering of the right eye. Follow my channel, you'll know what this is all about. It all revolves around the Bible verse in Zechariah 11:17, where it states how the Antichrist he'll be blinded in the right eye. His eye will be completely darkened. So this is basically representing their false god, the Antichrist. Just like in the US, in the UK here, with these so-called artists covering their right eye. Nothing new under the sun. They're all doing the same thing. These are just puppets in the game. They're told to do this, not by their own doing. So take a look at these Indian actors here. You see the goat's head, Baphomet basically. See the all-seeing eye, the devil horns, and the 666 hand sign within the eye. And of course, the youth, they're going to follow along, what they see on TV. They're just going to basically emulate their favorite stars. They're false idols, basically, when it all comes down to. Now, I found this pretty interesting with this one video I found online. It's called the Orange Planetarium. This is all about indoctrinating and brainwashing the youth. Okay, take a look at this video. It's going to be very obvious. And of course, all the signs and symbols are going to be there.
The experience inside the globe was again wonderful, and for a moment I was thinking that I'm really in the galaxy, and it is a lifetime experience.
Orange Planetarium.
This is your dome, the flat earth. Giving break, of course, orange, like I stated earlier, is 33.
Portable high-definition digital sky is a part of Orange education, adding values to perfections. Hi, I am Orange Planetarium. I behold a cluster of the wonders of the galaxy, along with the treasure of knowledge.
Treasure of knowledge, more like the treasure of brainwashing and conditioning.
Hey, why are you so surprised? You think it's unbelievable. Do you know, I am spread over only an area of 7 meters, and I can take you on a journey of the fascinating universe. Although it seems impossible, yet we successfully do it with the help of a team of professionals.
What do you see here at NASA? Team of professionals, more like a team of brainwashers. Let's continue on.
Professionals. I know you are really curious about the way this excursion to the Milky Way will take place.
This is sad, how they brainwash the youth.
Here, take a look at the 3D projection shows designed for...
Here you go, your flat earth as well with the firmament above.
For the students of KG to 12th standard. So come on and prepare yourselves for an excursion to the universe. We are among the stars, right between the galaxy. The stars that every human wants to reach and be able to touch.
I'm going to skip ahead a little bit in this video for the sake of interest and keeping this video as short as possible. Getting to the point. Now watch the techniques they use to indoctrinate these poor children.
That's right. This is for you, my dear.
The acumen of the students is enhanced through a medium of customized classroom.
So yeah, it's a cushion or easy one.
The study material related to the subject will be provided to the children. In addition, the children's attentiveness is assured and checked with reward and surprise gifts on the basis of the answers given.
Unbelievable. Just their way of reinforcing their lies by giving them gifts for believing the lies. It all comes down to.
How many wives does the moon have?
When I went in there, I have to say it was amazing. I loved the graphics and I got more information than I thought I would.
I can assure that this would be fun learning experience for the children.
Here.
I think Orange Planetarium is a...
Take a look here. This guy here. Scottish High International School. Of course, all about the Scottish Rite with Freemasonry. And of course, like I said, the orange banner right here. Unbelievable.
revolution in space study, especially because children cannot really move into government-led or privately-led planetariums, and a planetarium is brought right to the doorstep of the school And I think it is the best decision which we took to join hands with Orange Planetarium and get the planetarium right here in the school.
Give me a break.
Orange Planetarium.
Just taking a look at the world population, the supposed population we're given. Just take a look at India, the second highest population rate in the world. About a 1 billion, 1.25 billion population. Compared to the United States, just a little bit over 300 million. Just taking a look at this school, their official website, Scottish High. Give me a break. They got the bagpipes. All from, of course, the Scottish Rite, all about the Scottish Rite and Freemasonry, all indoctrinated into the system. Not only in India, of course, worldwide. This is how they control the matrix. Just take a look here at Scottish High International School, and you see, which looks like the commonly used $sign, but actually, of course, like everything else in society, we're given false meanings for everything. It's all about the occult of ISIS, as you see here. You split the $sign in half. In segments, you get ISIS. Just like the concept of Princess Diana's Isis perfume. Okay, take a look here as well. Take another look at this perfume. So again, the occult always hidden in plain sight. Society's given false meanings for everything. You know, it's only meant for enlightened ones to know all this information, what it all comes down to. Also, so the school motto, when it translates to English, it means question, understand, and apply. Give me a break. You cannot question anything they tell you. You just go along with the program. This is, again, you know, this is how they do it in society. They make you believe you have the right to question anything when you're not. You have to go along with the program. If not, you are an outcast in this society throughout the world. Now, getting back to the video itself from the Scottish High International School, the entire indoctrination into the ball earth idea, as I shown earlier with all the students, get them while they're young. This is what it's all about. Poor children have no clue. They're not the only ones, of course. Billions of people in India, the second highest population in the world. From what I saw lately, they say 1.25 billion people live in India, relatively, compared to America, only 300 million. It's a very large population. They all go through the same system of lies. This child wearing the sign of ISIS on her shirt. Give me a break. Now, talking about, which I always talk about on my channel, is the flat earth. That's the truth, the earth we live on, not this phony, baloney, ball earth lie that we've been told our entire lives. As a child, I remember when I first saw a globe, I didn't believe it. First thought was, how does all this water, trillions of gallons of water, stick to the bottom of a ball, stick to a side? How does a ship, you know, hundreds of tons, sail up the side of a ball earth? Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Then I looked at the other theory, which is the flat earth. I said to myself, well, that doesn't make sense either. You know, ships would fall over the side, water pour off the side. And that's until you understand the entire concept of the flat earth. Let's take a look at this video as I showed before. Basically, the sun is the furthest point. As it goes further out, you're going to get it's going to get colder, of course. This is where your ice is. Just like the so-called North Pole where it gets cold. This is how the sun and the moon work. The sun moves faster, the moon moves slower. They don't move the same speed. They work like a clock. They're much closer to us than we're told. Everything in this world is about duality and Freemasonry. Everything the opposite. If they tell us the sun is 93 million miles away, you know it's a lot closer. That's just how it is. Everything's a lie in this world system. Now, for all those that believe we live in a ball earth, here's a vantage point from an airplane window. Where's the curve? I want anybody out there that believes we live on a spinning ball to show me footage, any kind of footage of curvature. I'm not talking about using a GoPro camera with a fisheye lens. I'm talking about a real camera with no type of distortion. You're not going to say it does not exist. It's that simple. So understand as well when it comes down to, again, the public school system, they're not going to tell you about Masonry. If you ask why it's called the Orange Planetarium, they're not going to tell you it has to do with the number 33 when it comes to Freemasonry. They're going to give you a false explanation. Meant for the public, not for the deceived masses. Only for the enlightened ones. That's what it's all about. So, let me understand. They've been born in deception. Not only, people in the U.S., all over the world. This is the lie system. Making people believe truth as lies and lies as truth.
know that I will never be politically correct. And I don't give a damn about my lack of etiquette. As far as I'm concerned, the world could still be flat.
Think for yourself. You have to be willing to cut against the grain and get the distance from your peer group.
When they said Earth was flat, one man searched for the truth.
We born not knowing, are we born knowing all? We growing wiser, are we just growing tall? Can you read thoughts? Can you read palms? Can you predict the future? Can you see storms coming?
I know you've deceived me, now here's a surprise. I could see for miles and miles. I could see for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. How can we believe the world is not? I just can't conceive it. All we see and hear, the truth has come. It's all good to see.
The earth was flat, if you went too far you would fall off. Now the earth is round, if the shape change again everybody would have started laugh. The average man can't prove of most of the things that he chooses to speak of, and still run research and find out the root of the truth that you seek of. Scholars teach in universities and claim that they're smart and
Party seeks power for its own sake, not as a means but an end. Power over the human mind, and because we control the mind. Reality is inside the skull, Winston. We control the laws of nature. The stars are not light years, but a few kilometers away. If we wished, we could blot them out.
Space, the final frontier.
Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement.
My question is, through your career and your writing and your acting, you've inspired so many people to enter the sciences. How do you balance science with science fiction? They're both the same.
She blinded me with science. The earth is flat.
In case there are any conspiracy theorists out there, how would you prove to us that you're in zero gravity?
We don't have time for a
control to Major Tom. Mind control to Major Tom. Earth is flat and there's a dome above us all. This is mind control to Major Tom. We've fooled the human race. Now the existence of God is so far away. Mind control to Major Tom. Mind control to Major Tom. Earth is flat and there's a dome above us all. Mind control to Major Tom.
It's a pack of useless lies. If the thing's a lie, and that's a fact.